Hi everybody and welcome to today's demo of PAYE Modernisation in Thesaurus Payroll Manager. My name is Anne and I'll be conducting the demo today. Due to the high volume of attendees today, I won't be answering any questions today, but if you do have any questions, feel free to email PAYE Modernisation at thesaurus.ie. I'll give you this email address again at the end of the demo. So PAYE Modernisation will be introduced this January 2019 to allow revenue to ensure that employees are receiving their correct tax credits and cut-off points throughout the year. PAYE Modernisation will allow for real-time communication between employers and revenue. And by operating in real time, revenue can ensure that the correct tax deduction is being made at the right time for every employee, meaning employees will not underpay or overpay tax. So PAYE is a modernisation is starting in 2019 and it's a mandatory payroll requirement. It won't change how you calculate your PAYE information or how you make payments to revenue, but how you send your payroll information through to revenue. Revenue will abolish the current employer reporting obligations, such as your P30s, P45s, P46s, P35s, and the generation of P60s. The final year for P35 return is 2018, which needs to be submitted by the middle of February 2019. So from the 1st of January 2019, Revenue Payroll Notifications, or RPNs, will replace the current tax credit certificate, or the P2C. The latest RPN should be requested before every pay run to ensure that the correct deductions of tax, USC and LPT are collected at the correct time. RPNs can be requested for new employees, provided you have a PPSN number for them and that they have registered for PAYE. Now, this will all be handled seamlessly through the software, as you will see very shortly. Instead of a monthly or quarterly P30 submission or a P35 submission, you will need to make a payroll file submission to revenue each time an employee is paid, every pay period. This file is known as a payroll submission request or a PSR, and it will be automatically created by the payroll software. This file will include details of payments to employees, statutory deductions, and details of starters and leavers. Now, PAYE Modernisation will be fully integrated with Thesaurus Payroll Manager, and this will allow payroll processors to simplify the payroll process and reduce the admin cost for employers. Now, the Revenue Commissioners are strongly recommending that all businesses and payroll processors review their current payroll systems to ensure that they cater for requirements of PAYE, and Thesaurus Payroll Manager is managing it extremely well, as you'll see later on in the demo. So Revenue will issue a statement to employers with submission totals at the end of every month. Employers can either accept the statement as the monthly return, or they can correct the payroll data if the statement is incorrect. If an employer does not accept or edit the statement, Revenue will deem it to be accepted. Now, payment due dates will remain the same as they are currently. For example, employers who are paying quarterly will continue to pay quarterly, or if you pay your P30 monthly, that still remains the same. There's no change there. Now, Revenue have developed an API, or an application program interface feature, which allows payroll software providers to fully integrate with Revenue reporting system. This API will allow both the payroll software, i.e. Thesaurus, and Revenue to communicate or talk to each other. The payroll integration will automatically create the required report in the payroll software and then upload it directly to Revenue in seconds. From there, users can simply send the PSR, or the payroll submission request, at the click of a button, which I'll show you now in our demo of Thesaurus Payroll Manager. Now, before we get going, I just want to let you know about our free training that we're hosting with PAYE Modernisation in conjunction with Revenue. The webinars go into a lot more detail about what's involved in your payroll processing, and they're really well worth attending. And we'll be joined by Sinead Sweeney, who is the PAYE Modernisation Change Manager for the Revenue Commissioners. And in the follow-up email after the demo, you'll be asked if you'd like to sign up to our newsletter, where you will be emailed an invitation to these free training sessions. So I'm now going to take you through and show you how easy PAYE modernisation will be with Thesaurus. So here we have Thesaurus Payroll Manager, and you will see that the icons have changed with 2 extra options. So we have number 2 to do, and number 6 is the PSR. So the first step to completing the payroll will be to import the RPN, and you will see an on-screen prompt to do this every pay period. Now, this facility enables you to update the payroll with the most up-to-date tax credits and cut-off points. So we'll just click on number 2 here. Now you'll see the import of the RPN. It's a very seamless process in Thesaurus. So here you can print it as well. You can print the details of the RPN. And if we click on update then, now it's telling us that there were no new tax credits or cut-off points for any of the existing employees. So we'll click on OK. Along with checking the tax credits and cut-off points, the RPN is also checked for any inconsistencies between employees that are on the payroll software and the employees that are included in the RPN. Now, in this instance, it's telling us that we have one employee in the RPN that's not on the payroll. So we can click a button on the right-hand side of the screen to actually seamlessly add or import this employee. So the employee's name is Jessica, and we'll click here and import her. So she's been imported seamlessly into the payroll. So now that we have the most up-to-date tax credits and cut-off points for the employees, we can now proceed to process the payroll. So in here, we'll do our normal updating. We update each employee. And we'll close, and now we will just finalize our update the payslips. Click on update, update. Week number 1 has been updated. And now it's telling us that we have an outstanding PSR. So we'll just prepare the PSR, submit, and you see it's zipping along there to revenue. And you'll get a response back from revenue. It says the submission was successfully received. The total amount of tax returns in this submission equals whatever, 1336.36. So that's as easy as it is. So now that we've finished the payroll run, we will just take a backup, and we've successfully backed up our data files there. Now, with payroll changes are inevitable, or you need to do corrections, and this can be handled within the corrections tab. Here we go. So you can simply choose the type of correction you wish to make, and Thesaurus will prompt you to the necessary action. So you can do it all again. New employee, the payment was different, wrong PPS number, wrong PRSI class, or the employee has left. So it will be forgiving from that point of view. Just also to note, as mentioned earlier, revenue payment due dates remain the same for all employers. Although you are submitting your information most likely on a weekly or monthly basis, the payment schedule will not change from your current payment due dates. So the key thing to remember about modernisation, that you must submit your files on or before the payday, not after the payday. That will be key. And if you have a number of late submissions, you may be subjected to an audit by the Revenue Commissioner. So on or before. So if, for example, you're going on holidays, you can send your PSR before you go, but you must send it on the payday and not after that. It cannot exceed the payday, but you can send it before. So if you have any questions on PAYE modernisation, please don't hesitate to email them to payemodernisation@thesaurus.ie, and I'll leave that there open for you. So PAYE modernisation@thesaurus.ie. And just also to note, it's really worthwhile attending those webinars. You'll get a much more in-depth look at modernisation through our webinars with both the revenue and iPass. So look, thank you all for joining us. The webinar is now over, and contact us through PAYE Modernisation at thesaurus.ie. Thank you and bye-bye.